What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. These are my DFS PGA picks for the Rocket Mortgage Classic. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another PGA DFS video. This time we are breaking down the Rocket Mortgage Classic. This time I'm going to go through, give you guys around 19 players in my player pool so far. Like I always do, I add players in my player pool throughout the week if you guys are on Patreon. And by the way, now's a great time to sign up on Patreon. It's the beginning of the month, starting Wednesday. I wouldn't sign up till Wednesday. It's where you'll get the most value. $5 a month. I try to make it the cheapest price out there with the most value out there as well. So I'll put the link in the description for that, and I'll also go a little bit over that more towards the end of the video. But right now, I'm going to give you guys my top 19 plays, and we will start with the course info here for the Rocket Mortgage Classic. We're at the Detroit Golf Club. It's a par 72. 7,340 yards. It's going to be the second year in a row playing here, so you don't have much course history. 4 par 3s, 10 par 4s, 4 par 5s, and top 65 makes the cut. Some key stats we're going to be looking at this week is par 4 average, strokes gained off the tee, strokes gained on approach, birdie or better percentage, and par 5 average. And current form since the return of PGA. All those stats I get from my statistical model that I worked like 2 months to make, and it finally got done over the summer, and it's pretty sweet. So if you guys want to check that out, I know a lot of you guys have signed up already, but like I said, the link will be in the description. So we will start with the 10K and up range here. As we know, the field is not as stacked whatsoever as it has been in the past couple weeks. Actually, like there's not many good plays here, so I kind of struggled. I kind of had to dig deep and find some of these plays in the lower ranges, and in the punt range, it's not pretty this week, so I had to dig like really deep to find some plays. There are some plays I'm looking at, adding into my player pool. There are some punt plays I'm kind of intrigued with, but these are my top 19 plays right here, starting with Bryson. 11,700, no course history, average finish of 4.6 in his last 5 tournaments. He's been absolutely fantastic. Second in strokes gained off the tee, 7th in par 4 average, 3rd in bogey avoidance, 10th in birdie or better percentage, and he has been very, very hot. 11,700 for a reason. He's been the hottest guy, one of the hottest guys on this whole slate. Him, Hatton has been very hot, but Bryson's been absolutely fantastic. The thing is, I think it will be a little bit tough to pay up for him this week because there is not much down there, but I think he's a great play. For sure, I can see a top 5, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if he won this as well. So I like Bryson a good amount at the 10,000 plus range. Next, we got Tyrrell Hatton, someone who's been absolutely fantastic. He's been amazing all season with an average finish of 6 in his 5 tournaments played this season. 1st in strokes gained approach, 1st in strokes gained putting, 2nd in par 4 average, and 2nd in birdie or better percentage. Hatton has been phenomenal. He is priced up here for a reason. 10,700. Wouldn't be surprised at all if he got another top 5. He's just been playing fantastic. So Hatton's somebody else I'm looking at in this 10,000 and up range. Patrick Reed, 10,500, finished 5th here last year, average finish at 31 in his last 5 tournaments, 4th in strokes gained putting, 7th in par 4 average, and 3rd in birdie or better percentage. I like Reed quite a bit. I like the price tag of 10,500. I think he's one of the best players in the field. Should be a fantastic play this week. And Victor Hovland, 10,000. He's been playing great recently. Finishes of 11, 23, and 21 in his last 3 tournaments since returning from the long layoff we had there. Finished 13th here last year, 4th in strokes gained off the tee, 5th in strokes gained on approach. Hovland has been fantastic. He's priced up here for a reason. I think he's going to have another solid day, especially in a field that is not so stacked. I think he'll have a lot of success here. So Hovland's someone I'm looking at. The price, 10,000, it's fine. Like I said, this field is not stacked at all, so that price of 10,000 is very, very warranted for how good Hovland's been playing. All right, we're going to go to the 9K range here. Not much I liked here. I think a lot of these guys are obviously overpriced, and there wasn't much here, but I had my top 3 here. Sungjae Im, 9,800. Has not had the most impressive return to the season, but he did finish 21st here last year. He finished in the top 20 in 7 of his last 10 tournaments, and he's a great stat fit for this course as well. If he can get it together, if he can finally show up since the break, I think we'll have a fantastic outing. It's just 9,800. That's a good price. It's a good price for the upside Im has. So if he pops off, I'm assuming it'll be a low ownership because he has not played the best since he has returned. So definitely somebody I'm looking at 9,800. Tony Finau, 9,300, someone who just barely missed the cut last week. No course history here, finishes of 23, 33, and 69 the last tournament when he missed the cut. So he's been decent since the return of PGA. Amazing stat fit, 7th in strokes gained on approach, 28th in bogey avoidance, 24th in birdie or better percentage, and has made 10 out of 13 cuts this year. I like Finau. The price is okay for for the field that's in this tournament, but 9,300 is fine. Scotty Scheffler, a play I'm really intrigued with, a 9,000 high upside play, great birdie maker and GPP play. No course history, but his stats are very, very solid, and he's a very nice upside play if he can get hot as well. Going to the 8K range, Rory Sabatini, 8,800. Finished third here last year, has been playing great since the return of PGA with finishes of 14 and 21. He's a little pricey, but he is a solid play, 8,800. I wish it was a little bit lower than that, but he should be fine. Jason Day, 8,600, a play that's really intriguing here. I think he can succeed in a week where it's a field that's not stacked at all. Finished 46 last week, so he seems to be doing a little better. Looks to be on the right track. Like I said, he's been in a huge slump, but I think he can break out of it any second now, and I think this is the tournament to definitely break out. And I'm loving the price at 8,600 for someone who has good upside like Jason Day. Doc Redman, 8,500, finished second here last year. Huge price jump. Finished 11th and 21st in the last 2 weeks. He's been absolutely fantastic. Has a lot of upside, has the talent to pop off on any given week. We have seen that. Doc Redman, 8,500. I like the price, for the field that is in the field this week. I think he'll do pretty good. Big fan of Redman. I just wish he wasn't priced all up to 8,500. That's pretty crazy. We see him typically in the 6,000s, but it's one of those weeks. Adam Hadwin, 8,200, no course history, has been solid since the return from the break with finishes of 41 and 43. Nothing too impressive, but he has been solid making cuts. He has made 9 out of 10 cuts this season, and he does have a great price of 8,200. I think he should be priced up a little bit more in a field that is that is not stacked too much. So Hadwin's a great play, 8,200. Going into the 7K range, I wasn't too impressed with this range, but there are some plays that I really like in here. Brian Harman, someone who just missed the cut last week, finished 72nd here last year, has finished 28, 23, and 83 since PGA has returned. And he has finishes of, like I said, finishes of 28, 23, and 83 since PGA has returned. Has made 12 out of 15 cuts this season. And he does have solid stats all around, and he does fit this course really well. So I think Brian Harman can have a pretty good week this week. I think he's safe if he does make that cut. I don't see why he shouldn't make the cut in a field like this. Brent Snedeker, 7,900, finished 5th here last year, finished 41st last tournament, has made 7 out of 10 cuts this season. Great putter, should have success in a non-stack tourney as well. So Snedeker is a good play as well, 7,900. Maverick McNeely, another play I really like. He is not 76,000, he is 7,600. Fix that for you guys. But Maverick McNeely, 7,600. Actually like the price, for what he is for this tournament and who's all in it. But no course history, has been great since the season started for his price. Average finish at 33 this season, which is pretty good for where he's usually priced at. Has finished 58th and 32nd since the return of PGA. I know he did really good a tournament ago, and they ended up having like a really, really bad, I believe it was like a 4th round, but other than that, he played fantastic. And he has made 13 out of 16 cuts as well, so I like McNeely at 7,600. Harold Varner III, 7,600, finished 91st here last year, has been pretty decent this year with an average finish of 45 in his last 5 tournaments. And 5 out of his last 6 cuts being made, and he should have success in a non-stack tournament here. I think he's going to be a good play at 7,600. Will Gordon, this play is very interesting. He played amazing last week. He finished 3rd. We saw him in 1st, and everybody was like, who's that? I had actually 3% Will Gordon. Wish I would have had a lot more, but he finished 20th and 21st 2 tournaments before that. So he's a very talented guy on the rise, and he has a lot of upside. Will Gordon, 7,300. I like this play a lot. I like the price. I like the upside. He's a great play. And Mark Hubbard, 7,200. I like this play a lot as well. Has had a nice return to the season with finishes of 37th, 33rd, and 43rd. Has made 13 out of 17 cuts this year, and he has a decent upside at a decent price as well. So just at this range, I like Hubbard a lot. I like the guys in the low 7,000s, Hubbard, Gordon. I like those plays a lot, McNeely. Other than that, there wasn't much in this 7,000 range. You kind of have to dig. There might be some other plays I add throughout the week, but these are the ones that really stuck out to me just looking it over. All right, and now the punt range, which is honestly absolutely atrocious. I think there's a couple plays I might add in throughout the week, but Nate Lashley, 6,600, won here last year. He hasn't been too good in the past few tournaments, but he did start off the year pretty decent. And this is just strictly a course history play. He won here before. I'm assuming he will do decent again, but you never know. He hasn't been playing too well, but wouldn't be surprised if he did do well at this tournament. And Cameron Tringale, 6,600, a punt play I really like. Finished 5th here last year. He's a great cut maker. Has made 11 out of 13 cuts this year. I think he's safe. He did not make the cut last week, but that was in like a more stacked tournament. I think he should be fine in this field. 6,600, willing to take a shot there. So become a member of my Patreon and receive my full statistical model. All the stats you need. I also highlight I put a star next to all the stats we're looking at in particular for the course. Player pool cheat sheet. I add players throughout the week. Core plays article. I give my top plays for the week. Example cash build. Lineup percentages and my rankings, and also projections and access to my Discord chat as well. Lots of good stuff on there. $5 a month. I try to make it the cheapest price out there for the most value out there as well. So I'll put the link in the description for that. A lot of you guys have signed up recently. Got 100 Patreon, so thank you guys for that. A lot of you guys have also been signing up for the $15 all sports access. Lots of good stuff on there. MMA, PGA, NASCAR, and football when it comes back as well. So that's about all I got for you guys. This tournament is a little weird with there's not much good plays on here, but you gotta kind of dig deep. There are some spots to probably get some advantages here, like gonna be some low on plays like Jason Day. I feel like he can pop off in a field like this, and Adam Hadwin's a great play, all like that. But yeah, really looking forward to it. Hopefully bounce back from an awful week last week. I've never seen so much chalk miss the cut last week, and a lot of them missed the cut by like one stroke too. So hopefully redeem ourselves from last week and we get it done. Good luck, guys. If you have any questions, you know where to follow me on Twitter, DFS_numbers. Reach out to me on Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. All right, guys, and good luck.